This is the plaintiff, Peter Bowen. He says the defendant, a college buddy, got on his 2008 Yamaha R motorcycle, went 50 feet on it, and then crashed it. Turns out, the guy lied to him by saying he had the exact same bike. He won't pay for the $1,000 worth of damages he caused, so he's suing him here and now for just that today. This is the defendant, Kevin Santos. He says the plaintiff was selling the bike and he asked him if he wanted to take it on a test drive. The plaintiff pressured him into taking the bike for a test ride because he's in the business of flipping bikes and he was looking to make a quick sale. Bottom line, the bike didn't handle well. He clipped the curb, and that's what insurance is for, so he owes nothing. He's accused of mucking up a motorcycle.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says his buddy crashed his Yamaha motorcycle and refuses to pay the repair bill after damaging it. But the defendant says the bike didn't handle well. It's the case of Chopper. He hardly knew her.
Peter Bowen?
Yes.
You are suing Kevin Santos for $1,000 for damage to your bike and loss of a sale due to the damage to your bike. What happened?
Well, Kevin and I were hanging out. We were friends.
And how did you two know each other?
We had a class together in college.
Okay.
So we were hanging out one night and we were talking about bikes. Kevin told me that he used to have a Yamaha R6, and I told him I had a Yamaha R6 at the time. And I told him that for old time's sake, if he wanted to take it around my block, which is a short cul-de-sac, that there would be no harm done.
Why? What would be the thrill of taking it in around the short cul-de-sac?
I don't know. I was just trying to be nice. For old time's sake, he said he hadn't ridden in a couple years. So he got on the motorcycle.
Wait. Were you guys at your house?
Yeah, we were at my house.
Oh, okay. And
yeah.
And were you about to sell it?
I had a sale lined up for later on that week.
What's wrong with you? Why would you?
Well, Kevin assured me that he used to have the same
What
exact
difference
type
does it
of
make?
bike.
Why would you let there be any risk of anything going wrong to jeopardize the sale? What proof do you have that there was a sale?
I don't have any proof.
Okay.
I
So
got
you
rid of
let
the
him
text.
ride it, and what happens?
He wanted to ride the bike, and he put it right into gear without the clutch. And then once he got it going, in the first 50 feet, he went right into the curb and crashed the bike, cracking the motor and messing up all the plastics, as I can show you.
Yeah.
There's all this scratch damage. It hit the curb right here, and it laid on its side. And then there's also, this is the metal part of the motor, just to show how hard it went down. It cracked the hole in the metal cover.
All right, Your Honor. We went together to go see a potential buyer.
Okay.
And the buyer did not buy because he didn't feel the bike was safe
Okay.
at all. He said that the bike was extremely lowered in the back and that it was very shifty.
Why
on the
would
throttle.
one lower it in the back?
That's the way the bike was purchased.
And
That's what it was
What does
modded.
shifty mean?
It means that it was the ride itself was unstable. It sat very low in the
And
back.
you were present when that person said all that?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and then what happens?
He didn't buy the bike because he said that it was not good for his relative, that the bike was not safe for
Okay.
a new rider.
So is that what attracted you to trying it out?
Absolutely not.
Well, then why were you on it? If it wasn't
I-
safe and it rides too low and as shaky as
Right.
can be, why were you on it? Because it sounds to me like the problem was you and not the bike if you're the guy who crashed it.
Give me a second here. I mean, because I used to have the same bike, Peter insisted that I rode it, and
He insisted you ride it. How did he insist you ride it?
Well, I said I was hesitant on riding it, and he said, "Oh no, it's
Why
not."
were did you say why you were hesitant?
Yes, I
What did you
absolutely
say?
said that I had not ridden a bike in several years, and I wasn't really comfortable riding it.
How big was the gun that he put to your head to ride it?
And there was no gun.
Okay.
But when you newly become friends with somebody, you don't want to disappoint.
You don't want to disappoint him. You don't know how to say no.
No, I don't.
I just want to get the ground rules.
Right.
So the defendant's saying, well, the bike didn't handle well. Does he have to pay repair bills?
Got on the bike, you went for a ride, got to pay the bill.
What if the bike really didn't handle well, and that's why he crashed?
I would still say you got to pay the bill.
Get on the bike, you pay the bill.
Absolutely.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
I didn't know how to say no to the situation.
You didn't know how to say no. Let me just give you like a life lesson that perhaps they do not teach you at your college. Life will give you 1,000 opportunities to keep your mouth shut. Avail yourself of all of them. You're doing really well. Don't interrupt me. So let's get back to you, and let's discuss what happened. How did the accident happen?
So I get on the bike and I ask him if, the gearing's normal because the bike's obviously lowered in the back, so I didn't know what else was weird or off or different with the bike. So he confirmed that it was normal. The clutch layout was 1 down and 4 up. So I said, okay, no problem. So I put it in gear. First gear, you don't necessarily need to engage the clutch all the way to jump. So I had it. Everything was under control until I got to the curb. And like I said, because of the irregular ride format and the height, I had trouble turning the bike.
You had trouble.
Right. I had trouble turning the bike. And unfortunately, I put it down, and yes, I slid.
Right. So accidents happen, like
Right.
you so deftly said. Accidents happen, but who do you think is going to pay for the accident? If not you, the guy who had the accident.
Right.
Right. So why am I here? If you agree with me, because you had the bike repaired, and did he say to you when that happened? Was he apologetic? And
Yeah, he was extremely apologetic.
did he
But
say he'd pay?
Yeah, I have text
And
messages.
so then
proving
when you show me the text messages.
I have all of them printed out, and then I have them in my phone as well.
And Your Honor, in these text messages, and at the time when I crashed, I said
I
that
prefer to see it in the telephone. If you
Okay.
have them in the telephone rather than printed out.
I said that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pay him back because I
Yeah,
had
but
been.
in the text messages, do you ever say it's not my fault?
No, I never
what are you
said
saying
it's not
here
my
today?
fault. I'm saying that I said that from the day that I was not going to be able to necessarily pay, but I was going to try to do my best. And I've
In
been
other
behind
words,
on bills.
that you're a starving student as opposed to it's not my fault. So what's your defense here today?
Well, I mean, my defense here today is it's not $1,000 in damage. I Google searched these parts before I even came here, and it's not $1,000 in damage. I have fairings, and he has primarily damage to that left fairing and the stator cover. That's not substantial damage, as it states here in the claim. That's cosmetics. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not a mechanic, but I'm an avionics and an electronics engineering major. I'm not stupid. I have quotes here for.
Well, you are stupid. Let me tell you why, though. You're stupid because what you should have done was talk to him before he files a case against you, and instead of telling him I'm a starving student, you're on your own, telling him because you're wearing some really nice threads right now, okay? So you're from the shirt to the shoes to those sunglasses you wear. The thing to say to him is, okay, let me work with you. Let me see what hey, dude, it's not $1,000.
We were
part of
working
it. Hold on.
other.
320 of it is loss of sale that he can't even prove was going to happen. So now that brings us to the 680, right? And the 680, do you actually have proof that you paid 680 to repair it?
I have a copy of my bank statement showing that.
Okay, a copy of your bank statement showing what?
Showing that I spent the money, and then I have the prices of the parts as well.
I'm not understanding. Show me your bank statement so I can see what you're saying. Does it show that the payment went? Are you talking about your credit card?
No, on my debit card.
Or your debit
This is
card.
right
So
from my
it'll
bank
show that
statement.
it went to the repair place.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I need.
Yeah. And then these are images of the parts that I purchased.
Okay. And the bank statement?
Yes, that's right there.
Thank you.
I mean, basically, it's a lot of you making excuses that you don't have money and you're a poor student. Okay. Okay. This isn't what I wanted. All this says is Amazon Marketplace. How do I know what it's for? By looking at these?
Yeah, I tried to go back into my.
Why don't you
recent
just have like
purchases.
everybody else has when they get a bike repaired? They have a receipt from the people who repaired it. Who
Well,
repaired
I
the bike?
fixed it myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
Okay, no, stop talking. So you fix it yourself.
Yes, and if you look into those text
So
messages.
what is it you're suing for? The parts that you ordered on Amazon?
Yes, and
Okay.
then the parts that I ordered, I also ordered them on eBay and then another website as well.
Let's go through each thing. Engine oil change and filter kit. Why would he pay for that?
Because this part right here holds the oil in, and then when it was crashed, as I have documentation of, I took a picture of the street, you can still see the oil stain from all the oil pouring out.
What are these? The front footrest foot pegs.
Yes, when it hit the curb, it broke them off.
Okay. Did you ever take pictures that night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let
have
me see the
of
pictures.
damages. These are all damages to the additional plastics, and then this is where the crash started. That's where you crashed it. And you'll see in those pictures the oil on the ground as well.
If they total 61003, why are you suing for 680? It says with
Because I
extras.
had
What does that mean?
additional- Yeah, I had additional like gaskets and stuff like that I had to purchase for the motorcycle.
Where's the evidence of that? Like you can't just say it's $70 more, Judge. Trust
I
me. Do you
couldn't
have?
find it
Okay,
in my bank
that's
statement.
fine. And now the loss of sale, you said you don't have any proof that you had a sale in place. And you also don't have any proof that you sold it at less than that sale that you don't have proof that you had in place.
Well, yes,
That's
'cause
how you
at the time,
measure
I didn't
loss of
realize-
value. Go
I
ahead.
understand. At the time of the incident, I didn't expect to have to be here right now. I expected him to.
No,
like,
I understand.
abide
I
by
just want to
his
make sure
word.
you understand why you're
No, I
not getting
understand.
it, you know? All right. You guys don't take pictures of a car crash, but
didn't think I
you
needed
take
to.
funny pictures of funny faces and send it to each other.
We
and-
didn't think we needed to at the time.
You didn't think you needed to at the
Yeah.
time because he thought that you would be true to your word and pay for the damage that you created.
I tried my best, but
No, you didn't try your best at all. You are a liar. You're a complete
How am I
liar.
lying?
You did not try your best. Your best would have been to say to the guy, here's 20 bucks. I'll give you another 20 bucks tomorrow. To make an effort. How much did you pay? Did you pay him $1?
I
Did you
haven't
pay him
paid him any-
$5?
I haven't paid
That's
him
not
anything.
your best. Let me see your sunglasses. I want to see what brand they are. Come here.
they
bring
were
me
a
sunglasses.
gift.
There we go. The fabulous gift. Every single defendant I ever had in front of me in a court of law, whenever they would tell me I am indigent, and you taxpayers must all pay for my lawyer, and I would ask to see their Prada glasses, they would look me in the eye and say it was a gift.
It was a gift. Is there
You know
proof
what?
against?
Your Honor,
This
if I might
isn't a
add-
gift. This is a duty. You are paying the man the $680 plus his court costs.
That's ridiculous.
Here comes the Prada-wearing, sunglass-wearing defendant. You gotta give him the 600 and some odd bucks that you owe him for the damages, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you really.
I mean, he lied about the fee, but I mean, I guess if he wants more
Well,
money.
I mean, you
then,
made no
it's
effort
fine.
to give him any money for it.
Well-
so it's your problem. We never heard anything. Did you get hurt?
I did get hurt, but
That-
I didn't
that
even
wasn't
get.
mentioned at all.
Yeah, I didn't even get an opportunity to speak. How
Yeah,
could I?
Yeah. How bad
Just-
were you hurt?
I was hurt pretty bad.
Should have limped in, you know.
I should have. It was a shame.
All right. What about a friendship between you two?
Absolutely not.
It's over.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
fair
done.
enough. All right, good enough. All right, sorry I lost. Here comes Mr. Bowen. You okay with this?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
I wish he was dealt better, but
Yeah, well, have you learned anything from this whole
yeah,
experience?
I don't let anybody touch my stuff anymore.
Hey, good lesson to learn.
Yes,
All right,
definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Harvey?
Oh, well, this one's easy. If the bike wasn't safe and he knew it, he shouldn't have gotten on it. If the bike was safe, then he didn't do the right thing when he was riding it.